We've been in touch with one of your former teammates. So I believe you made your England debut with Leon Lloyd. And
Yeah.
Leon was a guest on our podcast a few weeks ago.
Oh, great.
And he said that you made your debut together against South Africa in 2000, and you got a great story about that game.
Papa Louis, Papa, we call him. Pat Lloydie, mate. I'm glad he's teed me up because otherwise I would have felt bad telling it. But oh no, I see what oh yeah. He's talking about one story. Did he mention that he came on and punched someone and got and
So,
lost us the game?
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I don't think he actually lost us the game, but we prefer the version that tells everyone that he lost us the game. Um, yeah, we went out after the second test, and it's a long story, but I won't do the long version. Let's just say a few beers, and memory's a bit patchy, but I do remember there was all sorts of chat the next morning. Like I can't give you all the details, so it's not appropriate, and there are people involved, wouldn't like it, but no one did anything wrong. That's the point. But from memory, the police did turn up at the hotel to get hold of someone, i.e., me and one or two others who had been accused of kidnapping someone and taking them back to our hotel when they didn't want to come. And none of it was true, and it all was like 5 minutes later. It was like, no, obviously not. None of that happened. But there was a kidnap charge that was sounded pretty serious to start with. Day after your second cap, I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm only 20 years old. I'm already going to be binned. Turned out I got binned for being rubbish, not for that. But but I was like, oh my god. And then that went away really quickly. Then it was like, by the way, what happened with the golf buggy? And this is Clive. I said, golf buggy, don't know what you're talking about, mate. And he said, just tell the truth. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. Turns out a golf buggy had been nicked from reception, written off, it driven through a front door or something of an apartment or something like that. Wasn't me. Turns out, so Clive was sort of very, very upset at this point, really, really pissed off because no one would just come forward and front up and say, I did it, get over it, really sorry, I'll pay for the damage. I mean, we're in South Africa, right? So it would have been in Rand. It would have been about 12 quid to fix a golf buggy, right? So it's like, but no one came forward. So everyone thought it was me and a couple of others. So they thought it was me, Danny Grewcock, and Julian White. And ever since then, they've called us the Joburg Three. And it's like they thought it was us. It wasn't us, but everyone thought we were just lying. We'd bottled it. Years later, I found out it was Mike Tyndall and Austin Healy that did it. And they just let everyone assume it was us. Cheers, lads. We've forgiven them. But there was also a decanter of port from memory stolen from reception because they shut the hotel bar a bit early after we beat the Springboks. And again, it was like, that wasn't us either. So there was three big things that happened. One was kidnap. That was us, but we hadn't done it. So that was fine. We were off the hook. And the golf buggy, everyone thought it was us, but wasn't. The decanter report, everyone thought it was us, but wasn't. The Joburg Three. But it turned out that the decanter report had been donated to the owner of the hotel, I think, by Nelson Mandela upon his release from Robben Island, and someone had nicked it and done the lot. There were rumours that the decanter was actually located in one of our bedrooms the following morning. I think that might be a little bit of spice, to be honest. But it was my dad before the tour said, "Mate, have a great tour. Keep your head down." I did not manage. I had a good tour, but I did not manage to keep my head down. So I came back with having been acquitted of an acquitted of an unofficial kidnap charge, presumed guilty of criminal damage and theft of a golf buggy, and then theft of the most prized decanter report in South Africa, probably on the whole of the African continent. So yeah, it didn't go brilliantly. My review email wasn't great after that tour, put it that way.
But the moral of the story is Leon Lloyd lost you the game.
Lloydie lost us the game on our first cap, and I still think that Lloydie, Joe Worsley, and I got our first cap on the same day. And if only Wurzel hadn't gone on to get tons of caps and win a World Cup, all three of us could have said that the reason we didn't really get any further with England was because of Lloydie. But unfortunately, one of us did, so we can't quite blame him, but we'd like to.